Hey everyone, I'm Michael, and this is another episode in my series, A Plant a Week. In this series, I talk about various houseplants. I highlight one for the whole video, talking about how to properly care for it, how to water it, how to propagate it, everything that you need to know to keep your plant healthy and happy. This plant is Sansevieria Trifasciata Hahnii. Hahnii? Okay, yeah, Hahnii. Or as it's more commonly known, the bird's nest snake plant. Essentially, the Hahnii is like a more compact rosette-shaped Sansevieria. It stays relatively small and compact, forming a spiraling shape that looks a little like a bird's nest, hence its name. They're robust, stocky, and because they're Sansevierias, super easy to care for. If you lack the space for one of the larger varieties of Sansevieria, then this compact little guy would be perfect for you. Perfect for anyone, really. I may be a bit biased. Sansevierias are my favorite plant, but everybody should have one of these. This plant is sort of succulent-like, meaning it likes well-draining soil and very little water. The soil I keep mine in is very porous, with plenty of perlite and orchid bark to break up the little soil that's in there. When watering these guys, you don't want to overdo it. They need a lick of water and that's about it. In the winter, I water mine once to twice a month, while in the summer they get water pretty regularly on a weekly basis. Unless the soil is still moist, in which case I hold off for another week. If you give them too much water, you'll notice they'll decline pretty rapidly. Their leaves will discolor, often turning yellow, and become mushy, and it'll just look overall really unwell. These plants also like to be root-bound and are known to burst open pots. If you repot your Sansevieria too soon, it might take a while for it to show any new growth, as it typically only starts to push out new leaves when the roots are tightly wound around the pot. One of the things that makes Sansevieria so great is that they can live in a wide range of lighting. While they prefer bright light and thrive in lighter conditions, they can be placed in dark corners. They won't need as much water or grow nearly as fast, and if conditions are too dark, it will eventually decline, but its ability to grow in darker areas makes it one of the few houseplants ideal for most locations. There are two ways to propagate Sansevieria: division and leaf propagation. As your plant grows, you'll notice new babies shooting up near the larger plants. If you want to separate these babies and put them in their own pots or start your own plant, you have to uproot the plant and snip the babies off where the roots connect them to the mother plant. Then you can pot it up separately and start a whole new Sansevieria plant. You can also cut off leaves and place them in water to root that way. I've heard that they propagate quite slowly in water though, so keep that in mind. Despite how easy this plant is to grow, Sansevierias are toxic to humans and animals. You really just can't have it all. It will cause nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea if ingested. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that Sansevierias are definitely a favorite of mine. I have so many varieties. The Hahnii is a lot smaller than most of my other snake plants, but its structural shape and spiky leaves are just as cool. Thanks again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for similar content. On Mondays, I post videos about houseplants, and on Fridays, I also post videos about houseplants, and reading, writing, photography, art, and any other generic interests of mine. As always, you can find my social media links in the description below. Also, you can find links to H&H Games, the board game company I've helped create, and our debut board game, Season of Heroes. You can also find the Amazon links to my fantasy series, A Chronicle of Crowns. Thanks for watching, bye!